You know what it's like to be in the Oval Office when the chiefs of corporate America come to town, and the president has made a habit of this. Now, in this case, corralling Tim Cook. He had several others for unrelated events in the Oval Office to talk about this grand domestic investment. Is this something that Republicans and Democrats can see eye to eye on?
Oh, absolutely. The CHIPS Act passed last year and the year before with bipartisan support. Growing our chips and our AI capability is a nonpartisan issue. When you work in the White House, Joe, what you realize is the White House is really the bully pulpit and the place you can pull people together and cajole them to do a whole bunch of things. And that looks like it's what President Trump did, building off the CHIPS Act. I think Tim Cook's commitments today are great and continue to build real strength as we look towards a future that is AI driven in the American economic sector.
This could be considered one of the hallmarks of this administration. Sarah, Jim mentions the CHIPS Act. Donald Trump was not a fan of that legislation. He's got his own approach here, making deals directly with companies. Is that more the Trump or Republican brand? How does that work for you?
So Donald Trump is a deal maker. We're very excited about this. Though the CHIPS Act passed, a lot of the Public and Main Street Partnership members voted for it. Really nothing happened. No ground was broken to start to produce any. So we're really excited about today. I think this is a great step forward for all American people. And we're very excited to have Apple. It's certainly a company that everybody uses their products. And it was wonderful to have Tim Cook in the White House today doing this.
Red headline crossed the terminal while the president was talking, Jim. A 100% tariff on chips and semiconductors coming into the United States. Does that approach support or negate the progress made by the CHIPS Act and deals like this one today?
Well, look, if you and I have joked in the past about a taco trade, Trump chickening out. I think there's zero chance this 100% ever gets done. Yeah, what they're doing, and you've already saw this when him talking about Mike Carr and other folks in there. He threatens 100% tariff. Everyone races in to cut the deal Sarah was talking about. And then they announce it doesn't apply to Apple. It doesn't apply to any of these people. So color me skeptical whether anyone's going to pay that 100%.
Chips go pretty well with tacos, Sarah. Do you agree with Jim? Does this ever see the light of day?
I do agree with Jim. I think 100% is not going to be realistic. I think you're probably going to be 40 to 50%, though. I don't think it's going to go back to nothing. The president, he loves to throw these numbers out here. It gets a lot of attention. But, again, he's a businessman. He likes to negotiate. This is a negotiating tool.
So we start a whole other one here, and we've got other tariffs that are going to be taking effect in the days and weeks ahead with a string of deadlines, including tomorrow, by the way, when reciprocal tariffs will be the story. Really interesting to hear the president in our final moment here, Jim. Also to hear from Tim Cook. The line that jumped out to me, Apple is leading the creation of an end-to-end silicon supply chain right here in America. That's not just lip service. Is it something Apple can really pull off while Donald Trump is in office?
Well, look, I think Tim Cook was really honest that there's some things they can absolutely do. They've now committed to 100% of the glass being in the U.S. All the AI is there, all the designs there. But you saw him stop very carefully and say there's still going to be end-line assembly done somewhere else. We're not going to have 100%. And I think the president is starting to understand that and seem to acknowledge it during his press conference.